Hey there, Debo here. I'm going to try to record this in haste because Henry has busted his way into the room because he does not like a closed door. But we're taking a look at crab night today. This is my build for a... Hi. Build for a gift. Don't jump. Don't jump up there. And it is going to be encased in resin, so that's pretty cool. Like it'll forever stay as it is. Got bits of bionicle for the legs and claws. Also the large weapon there. A few ball joints in here, to give it some posability, to get it just right for where it has to be inside of the pour, if you will. Man, that was a hard P. So, got some extra little doodads here because I thought, well, a crab essentially has its own armor right off the bat. So, boom, I don't really have to do anything additional with that. And these spikes here on the legs kind of can rotate in place because they're on friction-free pins. So, you have to kind of watch out for that. And they often need realignment. Got a little bit of bling here and there for them. A little pendant for the there's that hard P again. Pendant for the weapon here, which is kind of a sword pike Ginsu hybrid. Yeah, spikes as many places as I could put them. The little wisps off the backside of the shell there, it could indicate water moving by, or just that's a fancy mother hybrid here. Is that a vacuum I hear? I believe that is a vacuum I hear. Apologies for that. The ball joints fit on the axle pins here, the little voodoo balls, and they work their way loose, but one of the great things about being encased is never going to have to worry about that again. But it takes a couple minutes of futzing around with them to work them loose. So up close here, you can see my stacked attempt at a crab face, as well as a couple eye stalks there, which are like the bar plates with the piece formerly known as like a candlestick on top. And then underneath here you can see more Technic to assemble the legs and get them attached. So essentially it was a Technic shell, or a Technic core that I built the shell around with your standard system pieces and whatnot. But I think it turned out pretty good. It's gone through a quite a bit of metamorphosis from the early stages when I started working on this. Initially, it was something that I was kind of asked to do in my traditional form, which is like painting, but I don't have the brush grip that I used to have. I had carpal tunnel surgery, so that's made things a little bit different. Right here is the piece from, I think it's Robo Riders, which is a kind of a precursor to Bionicle, if you will. But I love those bits. I love those sets. They're just really wild. The legs here for the crab have a little bit of play, so that if it needs to like sit up on an angle, or one claw is placed in some place that's just a little bit lower of an elevation than the rest, it'll still hold a decent, strong-looking stance. And yes, it is a four-legged crab with some badass claws. But thanks for checking it out. Thanks for stopping by. Stay tuned for more. I'm gonna branch out beyond Lego too, so dig that.